it is becoming very, very difficult to push William Ruto in any part of this country. It is becoming very difficult that even when government supporters and all these other people go to these meetings, it is becoming very, very hard to push William Ruto and to push the government agenda and to push the two-term narrative. It is becoming so difficult. Everywhere they are going, anytime they are, like, the one-term narrative has become like a slogan. People are now abandoning Ruto must go. They are now settling for one term. And it is becoming frustrating even to the president himself. And we want to say, we just want to dig deep into some of these sentiments, and if at the end of the day they will have an impact on the last day, on the ballot day. So I want you to, before I go into the details, kindly take a second to subscribe and to hit the notification bell so that anytime I post a video, you will always be the first to watch. So kindly do so, na kama kawaida, I'll be back. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed, and for the return subscribers, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. So as I was saying, that pushing William Ruto has become like so difficult. It's like pushing a car that does not have an engine. It's not moving completely. It's like pushing a car that does not have an engine na ina miguu. It's becoming something next to impossible. Everyone is trying, but you can understand, you can see the frustrations and the desperation in the eyes of Kenyans, and how much they are tired with this government and they want it out as soon as possible. So the narrative is out there and everyone is trying so much. They have tried so much to try and change it, but it's not going through. They have tried everything. They have even come with some slogans, the empowerment, so many other things, but none is taking shape. Everything seems to be stuck somewhere, and it's becoming so frustrating to everyone, and even the president is feeling like, oh, this is too much. And you know that when the pressure is too much, sometimes you can sink to that pressure. So I just want to show you a few videos that you can relate, and then we'll come back and see if at all these frustrations and all these slogans will amount to anything at the end of the day. So watch these videos.
Kindiki, hata I'm very sure uliniona nikidansi huko na Riverera. Tulidansi hapo. Sasa kazi yangu nilikuja kudansi, nikaacha watoto wangu huko. Nimelala kwa mtaro. Kazi yangu ni kudansi. Pesa niliona pesa kwa macho. Aki bwana Ruto, nilikuwekea kura. Si ungetuwekea hata cheki bana badala ya kuleta cash. Kwenda huko nikapewa 2000. 2000 ndio hii, sijui nipatie nani? Sijui nipatie nani? Niache nani? Na kikundi ni watu 31. Widows and widowers. Sasa sijui nifanye nini? Hizi nimepewa 2000 kikundi watu 31. Sasa nitaenda kufanya nini? Watafikia nimechukua pesa yao, watakuja kwangu sijui niseme. Nitawaambia nini? Nashangaa.
Jana Mheshimiwa Kindiki alikuja hapa na Steve Mwagaka, walichanga pesa zaidi ya milioni 10. Sasa tuliambiwa tunapewa pesa kama kikundi tutiendeleze na kujiinua. Sasa kufikia sasa tumepata 2000 kwa kikundi. Mimi kama mwenyekiti wa kikundi niko na wanachama 30. Sasa
brothers and sisters who say Ruto must go. And for sure, just like those who were there before me, my time will come and I will go. Just like those who were there before me did. But respectfully, sirs, madams, let me ask you. So, what are your reasons for this Ruto must go? I'm sure it's not because of the spelling of his name. Maybe because you don't agree with the ideas, the policies, and the plan he has for our nation, which is okay. But please, would you kindly favor us with your counter plan?
Jambo la mwisho. Naomba tafadhali. Hii familia kama ambavyo imesemwa ni familia, na nilikuwa hapa jioni. Don't just make noise. Come and help us to also do the same. We have created staff and value for digital creators. You can shout all you want, but these content creators need money in their pockets, and we will ensure money gets into their pockets. Been done kwa platform zote isipokuwa TikTok. Tangu tuchukue ofisi, Facebook wamekubali, na sasa Facebook inapeana pesa kwa ile content ambayo unaweka. na yule ambaye sidhani hawa content wako na Wantam. Content creators is a lifetime. Kwa hivyo hawa content creators kwa ile digital creative circle, ili tuhakikisha kwamba mko na pesa ambayo mnatumia kwa sasa. Jambo la mwisho, naomba tafadhali, hii familia kama ambavyo imesemwa ni familia, na nilikuwa hapa jioni kwa hii familia kuna msichana.
Ghasia zilizuka kwenye uwanja wa Uhuru Gardens hapa Nairobi kwenye hafla kuzinduliwa rasmi kwa awamu ya pili ya Climate Works maarufu kama kazi mtaani, na kuwalazimu viongozi walioalikwa kutoroka eneo hilo ama kutoroka tukio kwa usalama. Hii ni baada ya zaidi ya vijana 20,000 walipoanza kudai kupewa pesa na viongozi hao. Mwanahabari wetu Catherine Imraget na maelezo zaidi.
Maelfu ya vijana walijitokeza na kupanga foleni baada ya alfajiri kuingia uwanja wa Uhuru Gardens Nairobi kwenye uzinduzi wa awamu ya pili ya Climate Works ambao zamani uliitwa kazi mtaani. Vijana hai! Lakini ajenda hiyo ilibadilika ghafla na kuwa vurugu pindi tu hotuba zilipoanza. Wakati mkurugenzi mtendaji wa mamlaka ya afya ya jamii Masi Mwangangi alipopanda jukwani kuzungumza kuhusiana na SHA, vijana hao waliendelea kushangilia kwa kelele na kumlazimu Mwangangi kupeana kipaza sauti kwa aliyekuwa MC wa siku. Hafla hii pia iligeuzwa ulingo wa siasa pale viongozi walipochukua fursa na kumpigia debe Rais William Ruto kwenye shughuli iliyoratibiwa kuwasajili vijana kugeuka na kuwa vurugu tupu. Hata hivyo, mkurugenzi mtendaji wa tume ya Nairobi Rivers amekiri kwamba vijana wa Kenya hawana ajira na kwamba serikali inahitaji kuchangamkia juhudi za kuunda nafasi nyingi za kazi.
From what we saw today, it is obvious that the youth need more jobs. As you can see, they came in large numbers. We had about 30,000 and you could see that there are no jobs in Kenya. Umati wa watu ulitawanyika punde tu baada ya viongozi hao kukimbilia usalama wao. Waliohudhuria miongoni mwao wengine walikuwa katibu mkuu wa usalama Raymond Omolo, mbunge wa Lang'ata Felix Odiwuor almaarufu Jalango, mwanamuziki Bahati, wawakilishi wadi na machifu wa maeneo. Sasa
yes, you can clearly see the videos, you can clearly see the frustration like people like Akina Osoro are going through, people like Akina Itumbi are going through in terms of trying to push. You see, whenever, when they speak, people just do everything possible to shut them down, to tell them, oh, sijui nini, there's nothing like that, oh, sijui some one-time slogan here and there. So, it is becoming so hard. And even you see those empowerment, how people come out frustrated, yeah? You go to an empowerment, mnapatiwa 2,000 and you are like 32 people 32 people to share our 2,000. Like it's very crazy, but at the end of the day, it only shows that I think Kenyans are Kenyans are not happy with the way things are going. Kenyans are not happy with the government, and they're just trying to vent their frustration. They're just trying to say, come on, we are tired of these theatrics. We are tired of these PR exercises. We just want the government to function. We just want things to happen. We just want things to work. That is all we want. So as long as we feel like things are not working, and you know, that is where I feel like I'm faulting this government. They think they are working, but for you to know that you are working, people need to feel you. People need to feel you that you are doing something. They just don't need to sit there and assume that, oh, you are working. They need to see, because when you say that the economy is doing well, we need to feel it. We need to feel it up our ground. And we can only feel it when we have money in our pockets. If there is no money in your pocket, there is no way you will feel that the economy is working. You can't have that feeling. Because at the end of the day, the only measure of a successful economy is when you have something going on for yourself. When you have a job, when you have things are working, that is the only way you can say that, yes, things are running, things are good. But if, as long as you are empty, your pocket is empty, as long as you don't have a job, as long as you can't take care of expenses and everything, then you will never convince such a person that things are working. So that is what the government need to ensure. The government need to ensure that there is money in the pocket, that people have money in the pocket. That is what they need to ensure. History ingine yote ni sarakasi. No matter what you tell them, even if you come with those fancy words from IMF that, oh, this one is working well, oh, this one is working well, oh, the inflation has reduced to this amount, blah blah blah. Those are just those are just economics of books and everything else. But on the ground, people are not feeling that. So you need to make them feel that. You need to make them see that. You need to make them appreciate that. You need to make them feel like, yes, things are working. They are saying that, Mbadi is saying that things are working, the economy is doing good. Yes, are we feeling that the economy is doing good? Do we have money in our pockets? Are the inflation, can we feel like the inflation is low? Can we feel like there's job opportunities? Can we feel all these things that someone feels like he's comfortable, that his life is at least bearable at some point? Because right now, none of us is feeling that. Things are tough, life is hard, things are not going through, things are stuck, so many other things. People are struggling outside there to even feed themselves. After kitu ya kukula, people are literally struggling to make ends meet. So how can you come and tell them that there is nothing, that things are okay? And that is why every time they get an opportunity to vent their frustration, they're just shouting one term, one term, one term. That is the narrative they are pushing. And why are they pushing that narrative? It's because they feel that that's the only way the government will hear them. And it shows that these people are so desperate in making sure that by the next coming election, they push away this government out of the need. They get another set of government. And it is becoming the frustration even to the president. Umesikia akisema, yeye hata time yake itafika na ataenda, which is true. He's just saying the truth that he will finish his term, whatever term it is, whether it will be 1 term or 2 term, na itafika mahali pia ataenda tu. Unaona? And you see, he has really tried to try and explain that I've done this for you people. I've done this, but it is still not good enough. So he needs to sit back with his team and ask himself, why are Kenyans still frustrated? Why are Kenyans still disappointed with my work? Even if I've tried, despite the fact that I've tried everything, why are Kenyans still bitter? Why are Kenyans still angry? That is what he needs to sit down and ask himself. And when it comes to as to whether he will be a one term, that is something that you can't really point out, because remember, election is a different ball game. This is a different ball game altogether. There's a difference between election, votes, and slogan. Of course, slogans are powerful because slogans create a narrative that even people who did not have did not want to vote, or did not have a reason to vote, they can ride on the slogan and go to vote on that slogan. So slogans are powerful, because remember, even in 2002, people were saying they were just going to do away with Moi. That was the slogan, that we want a new change and everything, and that made a lot of people to come out and vote. So slogans are powerful, and that is why even for the president, it's worrying, it's scaring when these such slogans keep on being pushed all the time, because he knows that such slogans can gain momentum, especially when we head towards the election. And it is so hard when slogans have gained momentum. It is so hard to fight such slogans. It is so difficult. So he knows, he being a politician, someone who has been in the politics long enough, and being a politician who is smart, because I always tell you that Ruto is a smart politician. That is where I respect him. He's a very smart politician. When it comes to now governance and everything, that's a different ballgame. But when it comes to politics, this is a man who understands politics very, very well. And he knows how to play it. So he understands that such slogans are not easy to fight when they pick a momentum. That is why he's trying as much as possible to try and kill this momentum, this slogan, so that by the time he gets to 2022, 2027, there's a level playing field, that there's no slogan. So that is what is happening. You see, it was Ruto must go. Right now, it's like one term. So be watchful. He knows very well that these slogans are not things to take lightly. But anyway, that is all from me. So you can tell me what you think. Do you think that at the end of the day, these slogans and all these frustrations, that will they bear fruit at the end of the coming election? And will William Ruto find a way of handling this narrative and these slogans? And will he find a way of communicating better to Kenyans so that they can understand that at least he's doing something? Because I know, as much as he has done a lot of things that I really find issues with, like the issue of abductions and all those other things, which I totally disagree with, which I totally find that they are wrong. But let us also agree that the president has done some great things. There are some things that he has done, though they are being overshadowed by the bad things that have happened during his regime. So, what do you think? Do you think like he'll be able to kill the momentum? And besides that, what do you think about his leadership in general? Do you feel like he deserves another term? You can share it in the comment section. And but above it all, as I always say, This is a safe space. Do not insult anyone. This is politics. It is okay to share your opinion. It is okay to disagree, but it is not okay to insult people. It is not okay to use a language that is not appropriate. So thank you. Until next time. Bye-bye.
Africa.